tippy top of the Lothric castle battlements. Maybe not the tippy top, you know, getting there. We're getting there. I am not getting my stream overlay here. I seem to be online, according to my laptop. But I really have no idea. We have pushed ourselves up against this fog gate. Pardon me, as I clear my throat. Pushed ourselves up against this fog gate last time. No idea what's beyond it. I'm wondering if we should perhaps pop an ember first to see if there are any summonable friends for the fray. I only have 14,000 souls, so it's probably fine. Don't really need to save anything. So yes, let's waste an ember, just in case. And we'll hope we don't get invaded for a second. But there may be no summons regardless. Oh, there's something over here. Cirrus of the Sunless Realms. Lovely. I will happily accept some Cirrus help. And I'm assuming that's probably going to be it. Hello. Good to see you, Cirrus. Oh, thank you very, very much for the subscription renewal there. Happy 6-month anniversary. 6 months in the dungeon. Oh, that's a lot of lashes. We'll catch up. Oh, that sounds strangely kinky. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rope you into that. Rope you into it? It gets kinkier and kinkier. Oh, it's our old friend. Our old friend, the reanimated Dragon Slayer armor. I wonder if, much like the dragon corpses outside, he too is long dead and being puppeted. That hurt me a little. And by a little, I mean quite significantly. I should probably have my curved wolf sword equipped. I do not. Hang in there, Cirrus. I should have seen that coming. No. No, that's bad. I'm hearing a lot of sound behind me. And some fire? What is that? Okay. Apparently he has a friend. No. I'm getting very lucky with those dodges. He is just not letting up, though. There. Okay. Yikes. Down. And what did I ever do to you? There he goes. So yeah, I'm assuming there was some sort of possession in play for the Dragon Slayer armor. long ago. I'm assuming that must have been Ornstein, but no longer. Ah, thank you, Cirrus. I didn't even see where she ended up. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you. And bonfire. Lovely. I'm very much hoping you'll have to let me know if the internet quality is any better. I do finally have a new router as of yesterday, and I'm hoping that we may have fewer problems. Though now, having said that, of course, I'll jinx it. Alright, so we're deeper than ever into Lothric Castle. Good news? Question mark? Seems like I'm going the right way for an ambush. But I'm often disappointed. Oh, there's a lot of blood around here. Yeah. That's just from people trying to jump off the edge and find secrets that likely don't exist. Who knows? Alright, what is waiting for us? Another bonfire. That seems... I can literally see it. It's right there. Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you. It's like a Starbucks run. And what do we have here? Somebody with 2 katana sheaths, apparently. Gothard twin swords. Ah, it must actually be Gothard, his real fate. And he is holding the Grand Archives key, so this is as far as Black Hand Gothard ever made it. I guess we will not get to summon him from here on out, perhaps, if he did not make it this far. So we have a Grand Archives key. This is seeming a little too obvious, perhaps. Lovely. Lovely set of books. So there's a crystal sage waiting in there. Apparently not even with the decency to make itself a boss. It's just acting as a mini-boss. So what's over here? Did I actually rest at this one? It's likely I did not, knowing me. Alright. Is this going to be one of those come back later? Yes. So we're stuck with the crystal sage. Cool. Cool. That's fine. So I'm going to need someplace to hide from soul spears. It's going to be my #1 priority. Okay. This is hiding me sufficiently from soul spears so far. And it looks like I could get around for a flanking attack, and that's about it. Okay. So I suppose I should leave that item till a second round and just go for it. However, I'm really not seeing the point between attacking from any particular side. Let's try up here. See if there's a point. There's a crystal lizard. That's similar to a point, but is in fact a lizard, and quite different. Okay, I'll try for that later. So there is potentially one way past the sage this way. It looks like a one-way trip, which would be a little sad, considering on this side of things, I do have a bonfire to help me out. I am still embered, so I would lose that with an easy death. Oh, thank you for the cupcakes. The happiest cupcakes I've seen in some time. And woo, indeed, it is Friday. Goodness gracious me, you made it. Alright, that one also disappears through the floor. And sounds like he's up there now, yep. Huh. Maybe that's permanent and good. That didn't sound good. Behind me. Clattering to the ground. Like so many champagne flutes. Alright, so I guess we're going this way, chasing the sage, higher up the library. Someone's left some of the books on the ground. That just won't do. I hear slow footsteps. Alright. There's that little side path resolved. Boy, do I feel accomplished. Give me 1 second here, so sorry. Alright. Many apologies. Or apologies, even, if I can fully pronounce the word. Okay. We have some, robed folks who appear to be... Oh, geez, are they like... Their heads are dipped in wax. That does not look comfortable. Or necessary. It's hot, hot wax. That slows you down quite significantly. And you can't roll while you're waxy. Good to know. So yeah, it looks like they drag themselves up here and then... Oh, I can do it. Why? Why would I do it? That is so strange to me. Let me look that up. Out of sheer curiosity. There must be a purpose to you dunking your head in the wax beyond, fun? Just to not feel left out, I guess? Okay, the waxed head will make you immune to the damage and curses of ghost hands, which must be something we have not seen yet. There are a couple of wax pools throughout the Grand Archives if you want to buff yourself against the curse. Okay. That's lovely. I don't think I will partake, unless absolutely necessary later, but fantastic. Oh, come on, headset. Hang on now. I believe in you. So apparently they dunk their head in the wax to prevent a ghost curse that is haunting the Grand Archives. And this looks like, out of all the areas in the game, perhaps the largest fodder for secret areas. There are so many little nooks and crannies of this place. I don't know how we're going to find them all. So I'm guessing through that door is likely onward and upward. So just giving this area a bit more thorough a search. Ah, there's a knight. Good night. Good battle. Goodbye. I'm very low on health. How did I not realize that? That was silly of me. Let's try that again from the start. We'll see if the Crystal Sage comes back, or if his position is permanent, set by your progress. The ghosts make the tea-ware appear to come to life and sing. So you're saying it doesn't actually come to life and sing? It's just, it's an illusion. That is only how it appears. That's somehow so much more sinister than if it was just coming to life and singing and dancing. It's like if someone told you after you watched Beauty and the Beast that Chip was just a figment of your imagination and will never have a life. Okay, Crystal Sage does come back, so I'm assuming there's no point in even slashing at it. Beyond, perhaps, oh, what's the way to say it? Removing some of its health before we fight it later. You'll probably get a few hits in now, is the idea. And then a few hits on the upper balcony. Hope it doesn't heal if that's the case, because that would help a lot. Just barely made that one. Alright. So we're taking out the wax guys. Or a wax guy. The rest can stay. We'll try to grab this. And crystal chime. That's sort of a weird item, that, like, telescope. There, you don't see a lot of those lying around. Makes me think it's unique or important in some way, but it doesn't seem to be. And it makes the whole trip back here to fight the knight a little suspect. A chime and a chunk is all. Oh, that's lovely. It does sound like there is a crystal lizard behind one of these walls somewhere. There's something tinkling. I hope it's not me. Okay. So I'm sure I'm missing a secret area or two in there, but let's check down here. This, I'm assuming, is where cursed ghost hands come into play and become a thing. Hello? Cursed ghost hands? It's a lot of crystal lizards. I know that cursed ghost hands are going to reach out as soon as I get... Yep, there they are. As advertised. So, if you dunk your head in wax, apparently these don't hurt you as much, I'm assuming. I'm assuming they still hurt you, but they don't curse you if you have a wax head. That's very, very good to know. I am seeing things back there, for sure. An empty space and a torch. There must be some levers eventually that move the bookshelves, I suppose, since none of them seem to be secret areas so far. Or illusory walls, at least. Okay. I'm assuming I want to take you out, but that there will also be hands on the way. Or perhaps Hans. Yeah, you guys go back into your books. That's nice and fine. I'll get the scale, and then we're done. That one is on fire, and he appeared to have more health than his compatriots. I wonder if you dunk your head in wax and then light yourself on fire if you have more health than your compatriots. Alright, kicking down a ladder. That looks awesome. That must be where the Crystal Sage spawned first time. Speaking of which, must be a higher level up now. I thought he was over here. Must be one more balcony up. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna ignore that crystal lizard till we take out the sage. That's gonna be my big plan. Alright, ladder here. Got some tiny guys. I'm hoping he will leave me alone if I jump up the ladder and ambush the sage real quick-like. This is my plan. I'm prepared for it to go horribly awry. Okay, there's some other spellcaster in there. But we did take out the sage. Just a candlestick guy, looks like. Just a candlestick guy. He didn't go to 6 years of candlestick master's school to be titled such. Alright, that'll get us down onto this shelf. I appreciate it. Oh, there's shelves down there, too. I should have looked at that before I jumped off. Probably... That's quite a drop, though. I'm not seeing a better option, necessarily. Huh. That's kind of weird. Since this ladder is down, I'm tempted to try it. Let's skirt back around. It may be foolish, hasty, and cost me some ankle bones, but we'll see. So close. Yikes. I think I can go this way and still get to the ladder, as long as it's not blocking... Yes. Haha. So that seemed doable, especially if the roll I attempted had happened. Sometimes reality just doesn't line up with your thoughts. Rather depressingly. I guess I could also jump is an option. Nope. Apparently jumping is not an option. That took quite a bar. I must not have enough lead-up room to begin sprinting, and you can't jump unless you're sprinting. Unless I turn it diagonally some way. Probably a real easy way to get this that I'm just completely avoiding. But here we are. We're experimenting. That might be too far. Ah, okay. Javelin, which appears to be perhaps a crossbow. Let's check. An extremely rare rapid-firing crossbow. 3 successive bolts that inflict heavy damage. Despite its use as a weapon, it also is a priceless work of art and bears resemblance to a musical instrument. What a beautiful and elegant weapon. / instrument. Alright, nothing else up here. Nothing else up here. Thank you for bearing with me there. So sorry for the side quest. I would assume at this point in the game we are probably into the 3rd act. After having opened Lothric Castle and beaten the Dancer, things are on the downward slope towards their inevitable end. And thus, so is our Dark Souls journey, as strange as it is. Pardon me. I hope I caught the mute button before those sneezes. Ahem. Goodness. So there is another, head dunking option. Hooray. Once again, I will let them keep it. Except for perhaps that exact reason. Oh, yikes. Okay, yeah, let's do it the way they want me to do it. I don't want to get cursed and die. Let's do this thing. I was a little late. I just got a huge mouthful of wax. Oh no. I breathed in all of the wax. So while waxy, they don't even hurt you at all. I thought they would still hurt you a little bit. That's really tremendous. So what did that do? I should have been looking. Maybe it lowered a bridge section there. That was silly of me. I didn't really see. And I'm assuming it wants us to go up. We'll also have to try circling around for that eventually, I'm sure. I always like it when you climb up high enough that it gets to this windy, ambient noise. It's always a good time in Dark Souls. There's a very large sword for a thrall. Not good. That could have gone much better. Oh, and now these are coming out of the ground. Okay. That's why we don't have books on the floor. This is exactly why. If only this could have been avoided. That's looking very suspicious. And there's a guy inside. Okay. Sorry I bothered you. Seems Looks like we can get back, so we may as well go for this. This also leads to the bridge. And another door. There's a Lothric knight. Another lever. Aha! Finally moving some bookshelves. A scholar ring. I'm assuming that increases intelligence. And we now have a way straight over without having to climb up the sage ladder there. That isn't lovely. Sorry, my friend. There. I wonder if this is the way to get around? No, does not look like it. Looks like perhaps instant death. But then I'm not sure why it exists. Huh, guess you have to drop down here later. Okay, I'll be patient. So that looks like it leads eventually to that platform. Probably crawl up those stairs and pop out there. So let's go back up the ladder, just to make sure I'm not missing something. There's the ladder. So yes, I am not sure what we'll do with ourselves when we've run out of Souls games. Have to start playing Sekiro or start over at the beginning entirely. Back to Dark Souls, and this time, no weapons. No, that would be terrible. That would be torture. I'm very tempted to fight that guy. To an equal extent that I'm tempted to never fight that guy, for any reason. Just... I'm sure he has excellent hearing, too. Just exquisite. I'm not seeing a real good option. He has so much more health than the last one. All right. This is a dead end. Great. That's great for me. All right, so I'm assuming that is the prize in question. Thought I had it. Just barely. Lovely, we got the whole Outrider set. He's the one who's been greedily hanging on to it. Okay, we live. I'm as surprised as anyone. Let's go across the bridge. Seems like I'm a little slow or something. I'm not sure what's happening exactly. Not sure if it's lag or if I put on something very heavy and have not realized. Huh. I don't know what I'm thinking. Interesting. You can get down there. I guess we could climb right back up. And that's open now, so we can get back to the bridge fairly easily. Let's do it. Sorry, I keep getting distracted, though. Okay, Crystal Lizard. I'll try to get him into the corner. Perfect. Rather than off the edge. And I think that's it. That's where we fought the Shield Knight. That's back down. Okay. So just a crystal lizard. And I guess I can go this way. So many shortcuts now. My brain is abuzz. Go back. No, go up the stairs. No, go up the ladder. Go to the other stairs. Should be able to go this way now. Goodness me, these archives are grand. And that's the story of how they named this place. End scene. Ooh, this must be that, bonfire keep wanting to call these ladders. Elevators. The bonfire elevator. Is it? Ah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a bookcase. At the base of the ladder there. Lovely. So that is open now. This will get us straight to the 3rd level. One more thing for my brain to buzz about. Thank you for hanging in there, internet connection. I really, really appreciate that. It's been so many months now since I haven't really had to worry about that. I hope that has been my issue. Okay, got a couple of sorcerers. I'm sure they'll all want to get at me at once. I'm sure there will also be cursed hands in play, yes. Expecting, you to be able to break that. That was very, very bad. So much hot wax in my breeches. Ha ha. Okay. No, please, please stop, I beg of you. Ah, on the floor too. Devastating. There must be another Dunkaroo station here, somewhere. We'll look around for that before I make any hasty item picking up decisions. There's a lizard. And is it going to end in tears? Is this the Lizard of Tears? Yikes. That is just not good. Okay, this must be how you skirt around the roof. That makes sense. I have another mission in mind first, though. We'll come back to that. So this is weird. I'm assuming I have to get up. Yeah, I have to get up somehow. I am not seeing an easy way to do that. Let me check if I can get to this dunking station. I think it should last that long. I don't know what the actual time limit is before the wax goes away, or if it's like a number of hits you can take before the wax goes away. Not sure what causes it. But we're getting waxy, and then we're running this way. Of course, I can't see where I'm going because my head is covered in wax, so we miss the stairs, but then, yeah, I had a feeling, and we go back for it. Just trying to play it out realistically here. Okay, we'll grab this. Which is a whole big handful of nothing. So I'm not entirely convinced that this way is going to lead me to the upper level. But we'll try it. Fleshbite ring. Sounds interesting. Yeah, that's really not a fun situation without Wax Head. I don't think that would have been doable. So no clue how to get up higher. This, it seems, will take me lower, and maybe there will be another ladder up. I'm sure they know what they're doing. I'm constantly scared of these things now, that they're gonna start laser beaming me out of their eye. Okay. No. Oh, that didn't light my candle on fire. Well, if that didn't light my fire... what will? Alright, and you're alone, right? Tell me that you're alone up here. That is a long way down. I'll take my obvious statement award now, please. Thank you. Ooh, it's shiny. All right. There we are. Gargoyle number 2. Block with their wings like that. Blocking my attacks? How dare you! Alright, get out of there now. That's getting bad for you. So much bad for me. Okay, run. Grab some muffins on the way out. There. Super tough when 40% of their body is a shield. So it doesn't look like we've gotten to that balcony yet. It must be higher up than we have reached previously. I am sure there are also options to, fall down somehow onto that roof. I expected to end up onto that roof, but we are up higher. So you must have a choice of, jumping down there. However, for now, I want to stay up here. Oh, and there's a whole convent going on. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to drop onto this balcony. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. 5 months, goodness. So happy to have you along for the adventures. Okay,
Who else is going to ambush me if I try to get in there? Anyone? Oh, why you have to always bless your blade, man? You know how much damage that does to my feelings. Ah, I should have seen that coming. That's so close to death. Come on now. I am out of Estus. You're kidding me. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. Ooh. Out of Estus? No. Out of Estus, why? I really should have rested at a bonfire, but I was loving the fact that I have cleared, the guys out and did not want them to respawn. So, here we are. I'm assuming some of these will be cursed. And I have no health to prevent it. Also some thralls. Good, good. Sure, yeah. One hit from any of them, and it's pretty much over here. This doesn't look like a good place to be, but I do seem to remember from the distant past that there's a bonfire up that staircase. If you can survive it. There are all those knights. Yikes. Alright, not a bonfire, but the elevator I thought was the other elevator. This one should lead back, I do believe, all the way to the first bonfire in the Grand Archives. Is why I'm connecting it to a bonfire. Oops, didn't want to do that, but yeah, okay. Goodbye forever. We'll call it back down. So this puts us right back where we fought the Dragon Slayer there. There's the Dragon Slayer bonfire and the tertiary, that's not the right word. It's not the third. The other bonfire. I'm just making up new meanings for words. Okay. So having rested, all of the guys will be back, but I will also have all of my Estus. And we have a shortcut straight up to the top. See if we can get behind those rather intimidating-looking sorcerers and swordsmen. Okay. So this, I do believe, leads on to Lothric. The throne room of Lothric, where we are trying to find the prince. This is the very, very top. We have finally made it. Hello. So that will be not the end of the game, but kind of the penultimate battle there. Before the end of the game. And I'm wondering what our other options are. There's something off this way. And I'm hoping it's not a gargoyle. Oh, there's 2 gargoyles waiting up there at the top of that spire. Which it looks like it wants me to go towards. But I say no, no, and then I push it away and to the left. I really just, I don't want to go up with the gargoyles. I don't want to fight 2 more. I just fought 2, but I barely survived. Still up there for now. Not sure when that's gonna change. Sounds like it just changed. Okay, what is this? Huh. Looks to be a bird cage. And some of those Cathedral of the Deep maggot guys. Wasn't sure if that was going to work on him. Don't know why I didn't expect that. So they have like legitimate angel wings, which I think is the first time I've seen something like that, to my knowledge. That's just strange. They look like Outrider knights, kind of. They have these very lovely feathery wings. And there's 3 of them. Huh. Well, color me surprised. Is this just a death chamber? It's just Harry Potter in the Chamber of Death? I'm sure he can hit me through that. And he's coming around the... Oh, this is... Oh, okay. No, come back. I wanna land on you. That didn't do much. Ah, so much health every time. Yikes. Chased by an angel. Send me an angel. Woo. La la la. Musical interlude over. Nope, nope, it's over. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Just a little rest. I suppose I'd better climb up the ladder before I go down the hatch. So here we go. That was unwise and unexpected. Goodbye, beautiful. Hunter's ring. That must be the dexterity boost, I'm assuming. He couldn't go on. The hunter's ring was too heavy. Alright, so we got that. I guess we should jump down the hatch. Though I have no idea how we're going to get back from it. And there is an item over there. Well, the fact that they've stationed it like a small battle arena makes me deeply concerned. There's also a whole lower level to the ring of this building I should check out. Whenever I can get down there. Just gonna desperately hope there are no more angels slash gargoyles slash whatever the heck that is. An Estus shard. That must be one of the last few in the game, I would assume. Alright, I can't get over there, but I'm assuming I can go down the stairs. We'll just give a quick run around to the lower ring, in case there are any crestfallen knight souls. And then we'll try down the hatch. I suppose I can always use the coiled sword fragment to get me back to the last bonfire rested at if need be. Nothing so far, assuming that trend will continue. But better to be thorough, I suppose. Unless your name is Henry David. Then it's better to be thorough. Okay, so it's not up there, it's in here. And the beam is there. Every time I do this lately, I get very excited at the last second and mess it up. Okay, so I can drop into the cage. Is there a way to get out of the cage? Besides the coiled sword fragment. It also looks like there's not necessarily another way down. Like, I can't get over another beam. So the cage might be my only option. Yeah, I'm assuming that's intentionally designed that way. Oh, really hard to see where the beam is. Okay. So we're going into the cage. Last chance to find another exit. Alright. Divine Pillars of Light. And then I guess we can go this way. I just got pessimistic. That's not good for me. That's not good for soft faces. The soft flesh of faces. There. Alright, give me a second. That looks like the only other item at this level. I will wait for one more. Unless he's finally done. I'll wait. That's fine. Okay, nothing else between these rafters and the stone rafters. Let's drop it. No! Ooh, that was so desperately close. Have that problem more often than not, where I try to chase someone off the edge, against my will. I'm gonna look over here just in case something's hiding from me. Doesn't look like it. Alright. So there's no ladder there. There is a ladder here. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Alright. Alright, curvy chains. That's the thumbs up. I think we're good to go. And we are now above that platform. We're at the right level to get that ladder down, if we can get around to it. If we can survive long enough. But this pops out here, which is decidedly not accessible. So interesting. It must just be an item collecting run, but not the progress path. But that's fine. I'm assuming it'll probably be easier to go... I don't know, really. It could be easier just to use the coiled sword fragment and go back up the elevator than it would be to skirt around this roof again, especially if the gargoyles have respawned. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to be lazy. There it was. I suppose I should actually put it not in the inventory, but in here, in case I need it on the fly, actually. There, and then it will be accessible for more than a one-time use. Last bonfire rested at. I think that should take us to the elevator. So it's very strange. I kind of thought for a second down that hatch somehow might be all the way back to Cathedral of the Deep, and I had no idea how that would be physically possible. But it looks like on the other side it's just one maggot guy from the Cathedral of the Deep area up in the rafters of Lothric Castle. And I'm just wondering, lore-wise, how did he get there? That seems like a very strange spot for someone with no feet to reach. Like, it's hard to climb up onto the rafters. Very admirable. So I think that's the, whatever you'd call it, the secondary path of this side done pretty well. I don't believe there's any more reason to, like, drop down. There are indeed 3 of them the entire time. I don't know how I miscounted. So I'm hoping we're fine there. And don't need to worry about it. However, we do have these guys, these human warriors. That guy looks an awful lot like Blackhand Gothard, who we found dead at the start of this area. He has the same swords and all. Goodbye, Gothard. I love you. Ah, just the wrong time. No, I don't want to use that. I want to use Estus. Okay. That was close. Alright. We took out Gothard, Onikiri, and Ubadachi. And we took out the Sorcerer. Sage's Crystal Staff. That's an interesting weapon. Wonder if whoever that is was corrupted into the Crystal Sage at one point, or if it's completely unrelated. A different sage entirely. I thought there was a third guy standing with them that had a mace. Did I, like, drop him down the elevator shaft accidentally? It's a very waxy statue. Though I don't know if it is wax. It looks like it's actually carved to look like that. So I don't know where the maceman went. Maybe he did fall down, you know, chased me down the elevator shaft and died. It's very strange. Alright, we do have another dunking spot. This looks like it might be The ladder I was trying to kick down. Perfect. So we did get our way back around. Okay. Deeply disturbed by the fact that he's alive and moaning, despite being quote-unquote remains. And now he's dead. I've taken the life from him. Well, I feel horrible. I am a monster. Sort of strange looking. Like a huge glob of wax got thrown onto the vines just there. Somehow. Oh, hi. Okay. He's really trying to poke at me. Yikes. It seems like an oddly dead end out here. There's nothing to pick up, just a gargoyle to ambush you, and then no reward? Seems a little strange. I guess you could technically get back onto here from out there, so it's more of a return point, I suppose. But yeah, we came out of there, we killed that guy, we killed those thralls, we're out here, so I don't think there's really much else in there. I think we're past it, really. And we just have to get on this way. That being the case, we have about 15-20 minutes left. I'm going to save this battle for a little while later. There is one other area we need to return to. Let's jump down to a bonfire. There's sort of a secret level in Dark Souls 3. You should find it eventually, no matter what you do, but it took me quite a while the first time through. And I need to remember where it is exactly. All I remember is that it's next to that room where we found Carla down in the Irithyll Dungeon. We were fighting those nasty brand guys, the aristocrat masks. And let's see, Irithyll Dungeon, Profaned Capital. Let's try this one and go backwards. This is, as far as I know, the only time in the game that a gesture acts as like a key item. Sort of similar to how in the original Dark Souls you could curl up in a ball. And if you did that gesture in the crow's nest, in Velka's nest, whatever it is, she would pick you up and carry you to and fro from the undead asylum. This is sort of similar to that. So I'm not actually sure if I can get back up there. Let's check it first, but I may need to get to the Irithyll Dungeon and go down instead of trying to go upwards. I think it's here, though. This is my only memory. Oh, deeply uninterested in that battle. Thank you. Perfect. This should be the right room. I just have to get past all of them, sadly. And they have that classic spell that I love so much that makes your health bar disappear on you. Like an absolute nightmare. I seem to remember there was like a... Isn't there a shortcut to the topmost bonfire over this way? This is absolutely the place we need to be in. So it may be that I could have come down this elevator to better effect. That may have been a stupid way to go. But this is where you need to end up. And you see that structure off in the distance there. Let's just get a binocular peek at it while we're poking around. So there's that large structure off in the distance, and you never seem to make it there otherwise in the game. And so I remember distinctly the first time through, I kept thinking, how do you get over there? Like, is that just a decoration? And this is really kind of the only place in the game you can see it from Irithyll, from certain angles. So, you may notice this little dragon guy, who's different from all the other corpses. And he is sitting in this, like, cross-legged position, which, when we went to the untended graves, we found a gentleman sitting in that exact position, and he let us pick up the Path of the Dragon gesture, which is also very weirdly named. Usually they're like toast, or, you know, point down, wave. So Path of the Dragon is a little bit weird for a gesture. So if you sit on this adjacent little prayer rug here, and use the Path of the Dragon emote like he is, and then just wait for a second, something might happen. I'm dead. And that's the end of the game. That's actually like a secret alternate ending where you just pass out and die from asphyxiation. You got too high in the mountains and there's not enough oxygen. So, thank you guys. That was... that's like the hardest part right there. I guess it's loading the credits now? I don't know. Oh, no, I'm still... oh, that's weird. So, now you have access to the Archdragon Peak, I believe it's called. I'm sure it will tell us in a moment. I'm jumping the gun. Archdragon Peak. Well, that was quick. I don't think I'm going to get back there. I think I now have to go back all the way. But I guess we could try the other bonfire, that being the case. Give me 1 second, too. I'll be right back. Oh, lovely. They've taken pity on me. and put me right back at the start of the peak. I appreciate that greatly. I think they only started doing that in Dark Souls 3. In the first two, I thought you had to make your way back. If you didn't get a bonfire, you did not get a bonfire, and that's the end of it. But now they seem to give you a little bit more checkpointing leeway. That's a very long neck you have there. All right. This is a beautiful area. What with all the fresh air and breezes? I don't even know who threw that. There you are. No, no, no. That's the bad. Ah. Literally 4 feet away from the bonfire I was trying to get to. But at least I've confirmed that is where I was trying to get to. I couldn't remember if there was indeed a bonfire there. So yeah, this is just a very high-level area. This is end of the game. They expect you to take a while to find out about that, crisscross applesauce system. I was hoping just to grab this bonfire, but it's not completely necessary. Just a pipe dream of mine. Contraption does not move. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna need to... There goes about 23,000 or so. That's nothing at this point. I will let it slide off my back like a greasy monkey who I was giving a piggyback to for completely zoo-related reasons and not just like recreationally. So the right thing to do is to clear them all out and actually get up there appropriately. He has split the tender flesh of my carotid artery with his scythe. Very glad we were able to make so much progress already today. This is just the cherry on top if we can make it to this bonfire. But again, really not necessary if it continues to be troublesome. Huh, I wonder what that bell tolling is. Seems like bells usually have a specific purpose in this, a multiplayer sort of purpose. Wonder if that means someone just beat the dragon, or what? Alright, I would really like to see if I can just get out of here. And get these guys to stop chasing me so that I can get to the bonfire unhindered. Go on. Stop chasing me. I dare ya. Give it a try. maybe that'll do it. Maybe they'll stop. Now, if I can sneak behind them... Yes, go back to your positions. Guess I'll go ahead and... that might anger the axeman. I will not open the gate. I was going to open the gate to get it out of the way, but Hoping they're back in their positions. And that I can just sneak on by. Lovely. All right. We have our foothold. Our foothold in Archdragon Peak beyond the nasty canyon, which I have just christened. So, we will come back to clean up some more things. I think we have some giants left in the Cathedral of the Deep, and I'm sure some crystal beasties still hanging around in places. So we'll have some cleanup work to do there. We have Archdragon Peak to take a stab at, but like I said, it's fairly high level. We might need to come back. And we're getting there. We're getting close. Of note, it's sort of interesting that the sun is fine in Archdragon Peak. It's only when you get back closer to Lothric that it starts to be sucked into the eclipse or whatever it's doing there. I've never really understood what that implies. But there you go. So, we will be back next time for the next set of cleanup duties. And thank you very, very much for your time and patience. Bye for now.